Hey guys, it's Jenna, also known as Emptyhanger on Poshmark and on Instagram, and today I want to talk with you about my top 5 tips in order to grow your business and increase your sales on Poshmark. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I've got my phone because I want to make sure I hit all 5 tips, and tip number 1 is going to be know your trends. Trends are super important in the fashion industry. Poshmark is definitely geared towards a more millennial, trendier crowd, and you want to be able to provide those items that they're searching for. So research your trends and research them frequently because they're always changing. You can go on Pinterest. You can search, for instance, Spring Trends 2018. You can follow Instagrammers and fashion bloggers. Go to the mall and see what people are wearing, but just knowing your trends and utilizing those in your closet to make sales, because that is what people are looking for. Okay, tip number 2 is going to be providing quality inventory. This is important whether you're a reseller or boutique, okay? So as far as reselling goes, which is what I do, you need to really pay attention to the condition of the item. So check it for any flaws, stains, holes. Make sure that it is up to a high standard because your buyer is spending their hard-earned money on this and they want to receive what they are expecting to receive. And I always say, like, use your own standards on those items, because I think sometimes as sellers we have super high expectations. You know, is this something that you're going to want to receive? I kind of put that through my mind before I buy an item. Like, if I think it's too worn, the buyer's probably going to think it's too worn. Okay, tip number 3 is to take good pictures. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Is that cheesy? I think that's been said, right? No, a picture is super important, especially on Poshmark, which is when your stuff is going to be in the feed, your item, they're searching for your item and they're scrolling through. You want your picture to stand out, okay? So some ways that you can do this are to make sure you have good lighting. Lighting is like my number 1 for pictures, and you can utilize natural lighting. You can take your pictures outside or by a window. If you don't have that option, like maybe you can't take your pictures during a day, you can get artificial studio lights, and there's a lot of kits out there. I'll link the one I use down below, but there's some really affordable kits that provide that daylight look, and you can take your pictures at night or anytime. So lighting is key, and then also focusing on the item. So making sure that your item you're selling is the focal point of the picture. If you're doing a flat lay, make sure they can see out of all the items on there that the one you're selling is like drawn to, your eye is drawn to it. If you're hanging an item or on the mannequin, same thing, focus on that item. Okay. Tip number 4 is going to be customer service. This is important in any business that you have, but especially e-commerce, your online Posh store. You want to make sure you're providing excellent customer service. And there's different ways you can do that. You can do it by, like I mentioned before, providing quality inventory, but also being super responsive. So the only way that your buyer has to communicate with you on Poshmark is through the comments, okay? So if they take the time to write you a comment, ask you a question about your item, they are genuinely interested in it because they have to make that effort. So you need to, in turn, make that effort to respond to them in a timely manner, answer the question to the best of your ability, and if you can't answer their question, then be honest with them, because honesty goes a long way. They want to be able to trust you. And then if they have bought from you, you've gained that trust from them, they know what to expect from you, and you want to consistently provide that customer service, which actually leads me to my next tip. So tip number 5 is consistency, and this is like my number 1 tip. If I give anyone tips about Poshmark, it's always consistency, and this is in different aspects of your business. So for instance, consistently sharing. So you want to consistently share your Poshmark closet. It keeps you active on the app. It keeps your items near the top of the search. I tend to share my whole closet at least twice a day, typically once in the morning and once at night before the parties, because that's when most of the users are on the app. You also want to consistently list new items, whether it be 1 item a day. If that's all you can handle, that's totally fine. Whether it be 5 items a day, 10, 20, whatever you can do without stressing yourself out too much. I say listing every single day is key. It keeps you in the top of search results. It has something crazy to do with the algorithm, which I don't really get totally because I'm not an algorithm person, but I know that listing consistently, it helps. Okay, and then also inventory selection. So you want to have a consistent inventory selection so your customer knows what to expect when they come to your closet. Say you have like a bohemian vibe in your closet, say you have a preppy vibe, kind of stocking similar stuff so that your customer can know what to expect but also buy multiple items. So having that focus. So those are my top 5 tips. I'll recap them again. It is pay attention to trends, provide quality inventory, take good pictures, provide excellent customer service, and be consistent. So if you stick to those 5 tips, in my opinion, your business will grow in no time and you're going to have so many sales and be super successful on Poshmark. But just stick with it, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so I can know to make more like it. If you guys have any amazing Poshmark tips, leave them in the comment section. Leave your Poshmark closet name too so I can check it out, and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for my next video. Bye!